Okay, Red.
Thanks very much, everyone. Go on. Go on. Sorry, Pete. You go first.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to this webinar, UK and Ireland webinar, presented by obviously Redfern. He's going to go through the presentation. Got any questions? You can either put them in the chat, or you can wait for the end. And we've got a lot of leaders here that can answer your questions if you've got some questions. I'm going to pass it over to Red now, and let's kick it off. Okay, Red.
Thanks very much, Peter. Welcome, everyone. Welcome the founders, but especially welcome any guests that are here tonight to have a look at this presentation. This presentation is specifically for the founders' early bird position in ONPASSIVE. Now, I will be turning off my video when we get started. I use slides for this presentation, and I feel that it's better if you're not looking at me rather than listening to me and looking at the slides. I always like to relax the new people here and try and answer a couple of the questions that they've probably got in the back of their head so that they can relax and ease into this presentation. The number one is that most people ask me is ONPASSIVE legal? And the answer to that is yes, it is 100% legal. First registered back in in November of 2018 in Orlando, Florida, as a limited company in the States. Subsequently, since then, it's also been registered as a limited company in Hyderabad, India, and also only a couple of weeks ago in Bangladesh as well, as a limited company. We've just been told as well last week that we've been registered in Singapore as well as a limited company. But regardless of how many places we have been registered in so far, the one registration that we have in Orlando, Florida, that we had all the way back in December of 2018, gives us the legal right to operate online as ONPASSIVE across the world. We are already in over 200 countries worldwide, and that is growing almost by the day. As a side note as well, the onpassive.com domain name has been registered as well for 10 years. The other thing that most people ask me is, can I actually make some money with ONPASSIVE? Yes, you can. Whatever your residual income that you want to attain is possible with ONPASSIVE. There is no limitations. There is no caps. Every single person who joins as a founder in ONPASSIVE, whether that's you or anybody below you, has exactly the same ability to make a residual income online. And that is because this is for the founder's position right now, but we are going to be a customer-based business when we launch to the world. And this is where we make our residual income from customers buying the products and services of ONPASSIVE, and we in turn get a commission from that sale. So with that said, I'm now going to turn my video off and we'll get started with this presentation. So what is it we are going to learn from this webinar today? We're going to have a look at what ONPASSIVE is, the person who is in charge. We'll also look at the products of ONPASSIVE and why we actually do need these products right now in the online space. Why become a founder and partner of ONPASSIVE, the benefits of what that founder position are, and more importantly, how can you get started today if this is something that is interesting to you? So what exactly is ONPASSIVE? Well, for a start, we are an international internet business. We are a complete digital service. We are a informational technology business that has artificial intelligence built at its core. We also are a brick and mortar asset company. This means not only are we an online presence with our digital products and services, but we actually have physical offices around the globe as well to facilitate these needs of what everybody wants to have on the internet space. We are an online marketed internet solution using these digital products and services that customers will be buying. And we also provide, with all of this, as a founder, a 100% done for you automated platform. So here is a couple of pictures. These are just two of our offices. The left-hand side one there, we have a office in this block here. This is where our CEO and founder is housed, plus a couple of staff. And we have a main office block. This is in a place called Hyderabad, India. This is a bit like the Silicon Valley of the States, but in India. Lots of other businesses and online companies have presence there in India, the likes of Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, just to name a few, have a presence there in Hyderabad. And the reason we are there and they are there is because some of the best technicians in the world happen to be Indians. And why not have a presence there so that we can then employ some of the best minds in the industry to then go on to produce and build our digital products and services that I will be showing you later on in here. This office block here, you can actually go on to Google Earth, type in ONPASSIVE Hyderabad. You can zoom in and have a look at that. It was first taken out in December of last year on a 9-year lease. It's been completely refurbished to a very high standard. And as we speak now, it houses around about 700 to 800 staff. This is going to be increased to about 1,000 by the end of this year. And all of these staff there are everybody to do with what we need to facilitate an online presence. So that is support staff, developers, technicians, graphic designers, video editors, all of these types of people that we need to have an online presence are all housed there. So as you can see in this next slide, it's all been completely refurbished to a very, very high standard. Everything to do with ONPASSIVE is at a extremely high standard, and that means the workplace that our staff work in, not only that as well, the incentives for our staff is absolutely amazing. We pay way above the pay grade. They get free meals, there's incentives, there's bonuses, and there's even prizes for productivity that our CEO gives to our staff. So they're very well looked after, and this just makes the job that they are doing much more enjoyable. And in return, guess what happens? They produce some of the best products and services that you guys will ever see online. So who is exactly the guy behind ONPASSIVE, the person who came up with the idea, the brainchild of ONPASSIVE? His name is Ash Mufareh. He is our CEO and founder, and he is a family man with wife and 2 lovely boys, 7 and 3. He's been extremely successful online over the 20 plus years that he has been in the online space, to the tune of millions, not only in his own right as a marketer and business developer, but also for other businesses and companies. He has made an exceedingly a lot of money doing what he loves doing. But there was always something that was eluding him. He's been very good at marketing, recruiting, and getting people involved, not only with other businesses, but things that he has done personally as well. But the one thing that was always eluding them, that he could not replicate what he does. So he is that 3%. We are all the 90%, 95, 7% of the people online who have tried something and just don't seem to be able to make it for whatever reason it may be. It really is a shame that none of us can do it. Ash Mufareh, he is the person that can do it. So he went around looking for a company that would facilitate his needs, to give us all a fair shot of making a residual income online. He went around looking, couldn't find one. And then with the help and backing of his wife, especially his family and his wife, he decided to build something himself. So in order for him to do that, he went back to college, got himself a Master's of Informational Technology and Commerce in MIT, also attended Harvard for a small period of time, specific to learn about online business creation. And back in July of 2018, ONPASSIVE was born. And it was a fantastic success from the go, because the one thing that everyone wasn't good at is recruiting. He came along and he has redesigned and redeveloped how we are all going to get customers into our business. So before I go into the products and services of ONPASSIVE, what are you going to get out of ONPASSIVE as a founder? What is it going to do for you as a founder? It is a completely 100% automated, done for you solution. Why is that so? Because we will physically be paying the company to do everything for us. As a founder and partner of ONPASSIVE, you will only ever pay twice out of pocket. Once to become a founder, and that is what this opportunity is about right now. And the next time you pay out of your pocket, is when we launch to the world as a customer-based business. This is to activate that position. Now, to be a founder right now will cost you $97 US. So between 70 and 75 pounds, depending on what the conversion rate is. And then when we launch to the world, which is coming up very shortly, as a customer-based business, this is going to cost you between 200 and 300 euros. So around about 180 to 220 pounds. So if you have in the back of your mind, what's the maximum this is going to cost me? It's going to cost you maximum of 300 quid out of pocket. After that, that is you done. You will not pay out of pocket again. Yes, there is a monthly reoccurring fee that you have to pay, but it doesn't come out of your pocket. It comes from the commissions that the company will generate on your behalf, and that is how you pay your subsequent monthly fees. So with ONPASSIVE, they are going to do everything for us. We are going to pay them to recruit and convert leads. So they're going to go out there, they're going to get targeted traffic, they're going to recruit these people, they're going to then convert them and place them into our ONPASSIVE organization. Okay, and in return, guess what happens? We get a commission on that sale. ONPASSIVE will also give us a domain name and build us a website so that they can then go out and target the customers with the products and services of ONPASSIVE. They're going to do all this by using proprietary technology developed with artificial intelligence at its core with every single one of our products and services. They're also then going to follow up with these leads. Once they have become customers, they then will follow up with customer support. They will continually then help these customers to either use the products and services or then go on to maybe buy more products and services by giving the customers exactly what they want. All the tools needed for your success are available under one roof in one place with one easy accessible login. And it is going to be, like I said, totally self-funding. So let's have a look then at just 20 of the products and services of ONPASSIVE. When we launch, we're going to have over 50. Now, these products you see in front of you now, at any time, at your leisure, you can go over to onpassive.com and you can have a look at all of these. They go into depth much more than I'm going to speak about right now with a couple of them. There's also an FAQ section, which you can really understand what every single one of these products and services is going to do. So I'm just going to talk about 3 today. The top left-hand one then is called Academy. This is our e-learning center. This is a bit like the Open University for the UK. So if you're a school, college, university, or an academic institution, you can upload your curriculum onto Academy, and then students can access it either directly from the schools or anywhere across the globe to do these courses. ONPASSIVE itself will give them a completion certificate, but if you are a registered body, you can then also give them a completion certificate as well. So MVQs, O-levels, A-levels, etc. like that, you would get from the registered body. If you're a business and you have training modules, you can upload them there and people can access them to do it anywhere across the globe. If you're a carpenter, a chef, an ironmonger, or just an enthusiast, you can upload your courses, people can do them, and they will pay to do them as well. There's another 2 of our services here, OConnect. This is our multimedia service. We're using Zoom at the moment. Zoom's been around for a long, long time, but why is it the most popular? Quite simply because it's the most user-friendly. With OConnect, we have taken this, we have redeveloped it to our specifications, integrated every single one of the products, by the way, including OConnect with artificial intelligence. They can all be used individually or seamlessly integrated with each other one of our products and services. But with our multimedia platform here, we will have drag and drop facilities. This means at the moment you're looking at the screen, there's probably a picture up on the top right-hand corner and a few tabs down below. With OConnect, you'll be able to drag and drop on top of the existing screen without losing that back screen. So if you're a teacher teaching a class and students and you want to have a chat box open, for instance, on the right-hand side, you can drag it in there and it won't take away your main screen. You can bring in a video for people to watch, or you can put a chalkboard in there and you can do some writing right in front of the class. Also with OConnect, not only is it going to be easier to use, easier to share, higher quality, visually better, but also this is the kicker. You'll also be able to translate in real time into 57 different languages. So can you imagine the scope that this is going to have across the globe? If you're a business, if you're a school and you want to teach anything or have business meetings or anything like this to a multilingual language community or audience, you can do it. They just click a button. Guess what happens? Live, they will be able to translate what you are saying into 57 different languages. So there'll be no need for translators or anyone like that. With OConnect, it comes integrated into the platform. The last one I'm going to talk about is ONET. This is our social media platform. So if you're thinking along the lines of Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, any of these social networks, this is where you would go to host all of these things. We're going to have so many different rooms that would facilitate so many different things, whether it's videos, whether it's chat rooms, whether it is Instagrams and photographs, whatever it may be, ONET will facilitate all of these. It will have super fast facilities. It'll have easier shareable things that we'll be able to share backwards and forwards in a secure network like you see with WhatsApp. So here are just 3 of the amazing products that ONPASSIVE are going to design for us. Now, these products and services that we are using right now, there is over 4.5 billion people in the world right now using similar products and services to ours. We are going to be tapping into this marketplace. Okay, now I'm not advocating at any moment that we will be taking or putting these people out of business, but what we will be is taking a market share from these people. 4.5 billion, that is a lot of people. Just imagine if we only took 5% of those people away. How many millions of people would we be having within our network? We anticipate that in our first year, we will have 100 million customers. You as a founder are going to be less than 1% of those people. And guess where all those people, those customers, where are they going to go? They are going to fall into your organization, and you will be earning a commission on a recurring monthly basis because of these people paying to use our services. But it gets a lot better. You as a founder, we will be paying you to use our products and services. Yes, that's right. Once you have paid those 2 out-of-pocket payments to become a founder and activate your account, we will then pay the foundership to use any and all of our products and services within the ecosystem of OnFounders. Now, I can't remember the last time I searched for something on Google and they paid me to do it, or I sent an email and they paid me to do it, or I renewed my domain name and they paid me to do it. With OnPassive, we will be physically paying the foundership to use our products and services. How cool is that? Now, one of the key things and products that OnPassive will be giving to the world is a thing called targeted traffic. Now, this is so important in everything we do, whether it's offline or online. If you do not have eyes in front of your products or services, you are literally dead in the water. So how is OnPassive going to help you facilitate these needs? Before I go into telling you how that's going to be done, I need to explain to you what is targeted traffic and how is it going to work. So let's take the offline version of what traffic is. Now, I'm going to give you this example. There is 2 restaurants, one in a busy shopping area and one round a back street. They are both exactly the same. They are both exactly the same menu, staff, decor, etc., except for one is located in a busy shopping area. So which one do you think is going to fare better? Well, it stands to reason that the one in the shopping area is going to fare better because people go there shopping, they go there looking around, buying stuff, they get hungry, they look up, see your restaurant, they go in, they buy something, and the end result is sales. For me to be successful round the corner, what do I have to do? I have to advertise. And for me to advertise, I have to then use all of the forms and means to my ability. So that is sending out emails, advertising in papers, on the radio, direct mailing, and all of these other things. For me to get people to physically come to my premises to buy my product and service. This is getting eyes in front of my business. In the online space, okay, we call it clicks. That is purely and simply what we are doing. We want somebody to click on our link. So we use Google, we use ads, we use all sorts of other people as well to get as many eyes in front of our products and services so they will click that link and then go on to buy one of our products and services. So how does this thing called targeted traffic work? I'll give you the example. You search for anything, whether it's on Google or you're buying it on eBay or Amazon or any other site. You type in a washing machine, okay? You type in a washing machine, you buy it or you might not buy it. It doesn't really matter. You click on whichever one you want. It doesn't really matter. As soon as you go onto any social network, what happens? Okay, you see adverts for all of those, that washing machine that you have just been looking for. This is targeted traffic. The computer knows that you have looked for a washing machine, and they in turn are putting in adverts for the companies in front of you so that a customer will click on your link and then go on to buy. ONPASSIVE will be doing exactly the same. As soon as any customer starts typing anywhere close to one of our products and services, we will automatically send that person either a link or we will use a thing called video marketing to that person so that they will then click on it. Now I'm using slides right now because everybody loves a visual. We do it daily. We use visuals. We send them on Facebook. We use them on Twitter. We use them on Instagram. We are sharing everything by visuals right now. So in this next screen here, part of what we're going to be doing, okay, is video marketing. We're going to have high quality broadcastable videos that with intelligent video formats. They're going to be super friendly interface, easier to share, but most importantly, it will have prioritized target audience. This means a customer is actively looking for one of ONPASSIVE's products and service. Remember at the beginning, I said part of your activation fee is ONPASSIVE will give you a domain name and they will build you a website with your link in it. Guess what will happen? Your link will be part of this advertising. It will be part of this video marketing and everything else. That customer will then click on your link. They will then go on to buy a product of ONPASSIVE. You in turn will get a commission for that sale without you having to do anything because the company have done everything for you. That customer then drops into your organization. The company follow up. They do all the customer services and everything in between. That customer will never know you. The company will never know you, but you will be making a commission. How cool is that? So let's recap then where we've got to so far about the benefits of this founder position in ONPASSIVE. It is a fund solution for any cause. This means there is no qualifications, there is no targets, there is no limits, there is no things that you have to do before you get immediate payment. If the money is there in your wallet, you can withdraw it daily and it is unlimited. Whenever there is money in your wallet, you can withdraw it. There is no only on a Friday, twice a month, once a week, whatever it may be. No. If it's there in your wallet, you can withdraw it. And you can withdraw it either directly into your bank account through cryptocurrency or various other means, depending on your country. ONPASSIVE will do all of the top marketing automated for you, completely hands-free. They will guarantee visitors and sign-ups to your website using breakthrough products for the automation of your financial freedom, plus a lot more. For those of you that have an existing business, okay, as long as it's legal and legitimate and above board, we will provide a unique business for you, because we provide a platform for those that have a business so that they've become more successful. Like I said, if it's legal, legitimate, and above board, you can host it on the ONPASSIVE platform. And ONPASSIVE will send targeted traffic to your business. But that is all they will do. They will not follow up on these leads. They will not convert these leads, but they will send targeted traffic to your external business. For the majority of us who have no external business, the likes of me and probably 99% of all founders, we provide to those that have no business or success in the online marketing a plug and play system that will guarantee your success. We are that 97% who have tried things online. We are that 97% who want to make a residual income. With ONPASSIVE, they are providing absolutely everything for us to be successful, because they're going to do it all for us, because they are going to help to seek to obtain your abundance online by using their marketing tools that they are going to do for us. So let's have a look at the old model and why ONPASSIVE is so different. Most online models that you see now and that you've been involved with, based on competition and conflict. How many times have you been there where you are told you've got to upgrade, you've got to sell this many, and all the rest of it? It all becomes very, very stressful. 97% of stuff you end up being involved with end up being a scam in one way, shape, or form. You wake up one morning, your money's gone, they've run up with it. This is not because you don't believe in it. It's just because there is some very unscrupulous people out there who take your money, they don't care about you, and they run away with it. They turn into a money pit. How many times have you been involved with stuff? They say, all you got to do is pay for this. Then the next month they say, yeah, but you have to upgrade to this level before you can get your money. So you upgrade again. The next month comes round. They say you had to do something else. You end up 3 or 4 months down the line. You've plowed in loads of money. You can't afford to stay there any longer because you're making no money. So you end up quitting. Normally requires selling or recruiting. How do we hate recruiting? How many times have you been to the same people, your family, your friends? You get that look, you get that raised eyebrow, not another one of those online things. So you give up not going to any of them anymore. Normally attained separately, there's never any guarantees. Marketers are pitted against each other, and worst of all, guys, normally the compensation plan is based on your own efforts. With ONPASSIVE, it's completely different. Everything is based on a mutual benefit. What does that mean? It means the more that I help you, the more you succeed, the more I succeed, but more importantly, the company succeed. Because the more the company succeed, the more successful it is, the bigger it gets. What does that mean for us as founders? Quite simply, it means sales, product sales. Where do those product sales go? They fall into us as founders, as customers. They fall into our organization, and we make a commission from those customers. So every single time we help people, we are all gaining. We're a real business, guys. I showed you the bricks and mortar places that we have offline. We have real in high demand products that people are using right now, to the tune of 4.5 billion people using a similar product and service that we have developed proprietary and only for ONPASSIVE. We have real people, not only who have developed these products and services, but are also behind our support staff. And in the future, when we go live as a customer-based business, there will be a telephone support staff that you can talk to people live and in real time. It is completely self-funding for you as a founder. You only pay these 2 out-of-pocket times, and then we will pay you to use the products and services of ONPASSIVE. You do not have to sell or recruit, because we are paying the company to do it all for us. Every tool needed for your success is included in these 2 very low out-of-pocket prices. And the best of it all, guys, is that founder's position of $97, 70 quid comes with a 30-day money back guarantee. So you can come on in, you can have a look around. If it's not for you, you contact support, say, listen, this isn't for me. I thought it was something different, whatever it was. Can I have my money back? They will refund you back to how you paid. And then we all part as friends, no harm done. If you don't believe me on that, you can actually pay by a Visa, MasterCard, debit or credit card, and you're backed by their guarantee anyway. So it makes no difference. Marketers will only ever compete against themselves. You will never have anybody telling you in ONPASSIVE what you have to do. Remember, I told you right at the beginning, this is 100% automated, hands-free. You do not have to do anything in ONPASSIVE to be successful because the company is going to do it all on our behalf. But obviously, guys, there is tangible reasons to share this with your friends, with your families, if you want to get to that financial freedom level that you desire. And all you're doing is accelerating that time. The best of it all, guys, is it comes with a patented, revolutionary breakthrough compensation plan that you will find out about when you become a founder. Ash Mufarah once said, everybody in the near future will use something from ONPASSIVE, whether they come for the money, tools, benefits, connections, or even the communications. They will have a reason to come to ONPASSIVE. 4.5 billion people right now have a reason to use ONPASSIVE because we are going to facilitate every single one of those 4.5 billion people's needs. They are going to flock to us, guys, because we are new, because we're innovative, because we are fresh. There really is time now for a new kid on the block as far as the internet space is concerned. So why not make a residual income to pay for those residual bills? Now is the chance to get this early bird founder position in ONPASSIVE. So how are we going to break through in the marketplace with ONPASSIVE? How are we going to bring all of this stuff together in one place, under one roof, in one ecosystem? We're going to do it by using artificial intelligence. Like I said at the beginning, every single one of our products. David, can you mute yourself, please?
Sorry.
Every single. Just mute everyone, Pete. Every single one of our products and services has been integrated with artificial intelligence. Like I said, they can be used individually, separately, or they can be used collectively with other products and services. So they are seamlessly used together. Now, no other company has ever brought this many products and services together in one place with one simple login underneath one place in one ecosystem. There was another company that brought a few together, and they have been extremely successful. About 25 plus years ago, they brought in Excel, they brought in Word, they brought in Note and Word documents. They put it together and they called it Microsoft Office. How big is Microsoft right now? You have got the chance and the ability to get this early founders position at 70 to 75 pounds from one simple payment to lock in that position, to get a founder in ONPASSIVE in the next mega giant of technology that is going to hit the internet. We are going to take the internet by storm, and you have the chance right now to be part of the foundership of ONPASSIVE. So let's recap then. What is ONPASSIVE going to do for you as a founder? It is going to build your team and grow your business, completely automated and hands-free. By providing over 50 in high demand products and services, they are automatically going to send you targeted traffic to your website that they've built for you. They're going to seamlessly follow up on these leads, convert them so that they then join your ONPASSIVE business. They will then follow up with these customers, and they're going to give them all the support that they need so that they will never ever leave you, because we are going to continually target these people with offers and other products and services of ONPASSIVE so they never leave your organization. And we're going to do all of that by using artificial intelligence. Now, the growth of ONPASSIVE has been nothing short of phenomenal. Like I said, we started way back in July of 2018. And by the January of 2019, we had 10,000 founders. Let's leapfrog forward one whole year to January of 2020. We've got 56,000 founders. So we've done 46,000 founders in that 1 year. Let's go forward 6 months to the June. Okay, 90,000. We've just done in 6 months what we did in a year. Let's go forward 3 months to the September. We've just done what we did in 3 months to the 6 months prior. We then hit September and things have started going completely crazy. And from September, we started bringing in, on average, over 3,000 founders every single month, to the tune of going up from 150,000 founders from last September to this September, 948,000. So that is a massive total of 800,000 founders have come in 1 year. And it's growing rapidly from there. We have now, to date, 1,051,000 founders. So why are so many people joining ONPASSIVE? You must be saying, I've missed the boat. Why am I looking at this right now? Everybody is joining because they want to be part of the next mega giant company in the internet. They do not want to miss out on this opportunity. How many times have you thought to yourself, if only I'd done that? I wish I'd have done this. This is your chance right now not to miss out on the next opportunity for the sake of 75 quid. Okay. You are still here at the right time. Remember how many customers I said we would be having within our first year. We estimate 100 million. This is you as a founder are 1% of that customer base. 1%. All of those other founders, all of those other customers will be dropping into your organization underneath you, and you in turn will be making a residual income from these customers using the products and service of ONPASSIVE. We are going to be the next unicorn company, and a unicorn company is a privately owned startup company with a valuation exceeding $1 billion. There is many companies out there that are unicorn companies. The likes of Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, just to name a few, are all billion-dollar companies. But nobody has ever done it in their first year of launching. Not only will we do it in our first year, guys, we will also do it within our first month of launching to the public. And as I said, you have the chance to be a founder of ONPASSIVE in this very early bird stage. Now, I've talked about how ONPASSIVE is going to work for you as a founder. I've talked about how you're going to make money as a founder in ONPASSIVE. But what else are you going to get as a founder? You will get exclusive access to the founder's back office website. And within this website, there is recorded videos. There is a community. You can chat with like-minded founderships. There is links that you can share with any of your friends and family that are bespoke to you with your name already on them. You'll also get early access to use the products and services of ONPASSIVE before they're released to the general public. Most importantly, you'll get prioritized positioning within the company payment system. You'll also be a member of the inner circle where we get to beta test these products, have ideas in a round table kind of format, plus a lot more. So let's recap what ONPASSIVE is going to do for you as a founder. It's going to automatically run your business, okay, by advertising it, get marketing it, get lead signups. We're going to get recruits. They're going to convert these people, put them into your organization, build your team. And this is for you or any other legal, legitimate business opportunity. And they're going to do all this by providing a massive income opportunity using the breakthrough platform that we call the ONPASSIVE ecosystem. There has been some amazing minds out there, guys, who have developed and produced some amazing businesses online. Mark Zuckerberg, he created Facebook. Elon Musk, he's created Tesla and SpaceX. Steve Jobs created Apple, and Jeff Bezos, he's created the largest company online to date, Amazon. We have our very own master at work here, Ash Muvara. He has created ONPASSIVE, and he would love to have you on board as a founder and partner on this amazing journey of ONPASSIVE. Guys, lock in your founder position today. We thank you for viewing this presentation. We are a movement towards a better world for everyone. In ONPASSIVE, as a founder, no one ever gets left behind. Every single founder will be successful. We are completely in it to win it. Please get back to the person who has invited you to this webinar today so that they can help you get started. Thank you very, very much, everyone, for listening to this presentation. We really do wish and hope you get on board with us. We would love to see you here as a founder. Pete, it's back over to you.
Thanks, Red. Okay, well done. Another good presentation, great presentation. What I'm going to do, if anybody's got any questions, please raise your hand. Meanwhile, while you're doing that, I'm going to bring on a few of the leaders and they can cover a few extra bits. I'm going to bring on Andy Burks first.
I'm not lost. Yay. I'm a figures guy, so I like to do the figures bit, if you like. So as Red has said, we are likely to be in the top 1% just in our first year, and I often get the question, oh, it's too late, we've already got 1 million founders. No, it's not. The potential customer base we have is over 4.5 billion. And as Red said, in our first year, we anticipate taking on over 100 million customers. And what does that mean to our bottom line? Now, we have a compensation plan that is being patented, as Red mentioned. And more importantly, it hasn't been released yet. What we do know is that once we have 3 customers, the subscription, as Red said, is covered. So I can make certain assumptions. Now, I'm also going to make an assumption that the company will then provide us with 3 clients or 3 customers every 3 months. Now, it's going to do its first lot in a matter of days, because last year we did a test. We did a test to see how long it would take us to get 1 million opt-ins. That's people putting their name, telephone number, email address down, and that took us 4 days without using the artificial intelligence. That's just testing the traffic sources. So this could be done in 4 hours. But let's say that after that period of time, it's then going to take 3 months to be able to provide you with 3 customers or 3 more customers, and so on. So it will go you plus 3 is 4, times 3 is 12, plus your 4, 16, 16 times 3, 48, plus your 16, 64. Then multiply that again, 192, plus your 64, 256. Okay, so at the end of the first year, you got 256 people in your group. Now, I know, doing the maths, that you've got 12 of those that are direct, and I'm going, as I said, made an assumption that the cost is going to be between 200 and 300. So we're taking 250, divide that by 3, that's 85. 85 times your 12, 1,020. Right. I then assume that the other 244 in your group are worth $4 each. That's $1,996 per month residual income. Now, that's greater than the average pension in the UK, which is quite frightening. But the nice thing about this is, if you would just share this opportunity like we are today with 9 others that join you on this journey, then you can multiply those figures by 10. So you'd have 2,560 in your group at the end of the first year, which equates roughly to $20,000 a month. Now, Red said we have an unlimited capability to earn exactly what we want to earn. All we need to do is to work on the time frame, whether that be 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. It doesn't matter. You can have that capability. Now, no one likes recruiting, and I'm absolutely hopeless at it. So I'm hoping that I know the company will be doing it for me, and that's great. But all I've done is simply share this opportunity with friends and family and acquaintances, etc. And many of these have joined us on the journey because they've had that light bulb moment too. So share away. And if you're not in already, get in. Hope that helps, Pete.
Yeah, well done. That's great. Thank you, Andy. I'm going to bring an IT guy on, Colin Manor UK. he talks about some of the products and, you know, the distance, how long it takes to actually make some of these products. He's got good knowledge about IT. So, Colin, if you want to unmute yourself and say a few words, that would be great.
Thank you, Peter. I just want to greet everyone again. It's just nice to be here. And thank you, Red. That was a wonderful presentation. Honestly, it just blew my mind. Every time when I look at your presentation, even today, I was just listening to you, you know, 2 hours ago when you made the presentation online in YouTube. It was just like, it was just like, you know, just getting me fired up. Honestly, I can't sleep when I think about ONPASSIVE. And I just wish everyone is like me, because when I look at the product, especially the product side, you know, I always ask myself, I don't know why we are not seeing what is coming, because what is coming is massive. It's massive. It has never been done before, you know. So, you know, if you look at Facebook, we're talking about how many billion users, like what Red said, how many billion users on Facebook, just a single product. You know, it took them 4 years to build Facebook, put everything integrated, and it is just nothing as compared to what is coming. O Connect. We're talking about Instagram and all of those on one place, as Red said. You can just navigate the button and come. It is really not easy to build. You know, we're talking about the product, but to sit back and look at the integration and what the engineers are doing, it is really not easy. But when it comes out, a lot of people will love it. And honestly, I always said, you can be a founder today. Yeah, not everybody will be a founder, but honestly, you will use the product, because there is no way you will escape this product. You will use O Connect, you will use O Mail. We are using, I told one of my IT friends, we're just talking about it. We said, we are using Google, not because Google is better. It's because we don't have any option. It is a search engine. Everybody needs it. And if they said they'll shut down today, the world will be shaking. But look at it. We are now coming in a digital age where all these products are inbuilt with artificial intelligence, which is one of the best. I always said, today I watched Michael Williams. You know, somebody asked a question. I was just like, I said, this guy don't know what he's talking about. Wow, artificial intelligence is out there. How will it be better than what ONPASSIVE is building? We're talking about artificial intelligence, it's already there. But what we are saying here is, it is there, but it depends on what you are using artificial intelligence for. You know, there are lots of things that artificial intelligence is there, but if you look at the market cap and you look at the way technology is moving, the best is when they build it, because they build it from scratch and everything is integrated with artificial intelligence. There is no way you can escape it, because that's the modern life now. But most of those companies, because they didn't build it with artificial intelligence, they are just, what they are doing now is patching. You know, they are just patching it. And those who are in IT, if you tell somebody you patch, for how long will you patch it? You know, you build a story building, 2-story building without a solid foundation. You get up because things are happening, you patch it. What will happen? It will collapse one day. You know, but we are talking about a new company, ONPASSIVE, building everything from scratch, integrated with artificial intelligence, all done for you with the latest of the latest technology. If you look at the technology they are using to build this software, honestly, you'll really be amazed. There was one time, I think Ash posted all the components. I think one of the IT person, Oliver, I said, let's dive into this and look at it. Honestly, those who really look at this component, those who really understand it, I was just like crying in my own heart. And I said, my God, we look at Atalasoft, we look at Google, all of those comparison. ONPASSIVE is the best of the best. All the components split together. There is just no way you can beat it. There is just no way. And the only thing I would say here is just come in, as Red said. You don't need to know the products, because at the end of the day, I will not even use all of them. But there are people, company, you know, who will come for this product, they will dive on this product and they will cry and love it. There is no company who will come and said, I'm coming for one, I will not use the rest. Is it all counting? Is it all staff? You know, just name them all in one place with the best of the best component. There is just no way you can escape it. But I would say the product is superb. So guys, if you are still sitting on the fence, come in. That's all I can say. I can talk about this product forever and ever. I'm just like, it's just making me crazy. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Colin. That was, it makes you realize, you know, what how big ONPASSIVE is and going to be when you talk about products, and, you know, helps people understand what we've got our hands on, really. I'm going to bring on Paul Angus, so he's always got something to say. And then if anybody else wants to speak, please raise your hand and I'll let you on. Paul?
Yeah, good evening, Peter. Yeah, thanks for putting me on after Collins. Oh, how would I beat that? That was terrific. Thanks ever so much for coming on to the UK and Ireland presentation and giving us your insight, because sometimes we need people in the know, you know, to come and say, well, this is my experience. I know about this sort of thing. Now, you've heard from Andy, who's the money man. You've heard from Collins, who's the technician guy. I'm just the guy that I think about how people are living day to day. So that's what I normally talk about. Because anything we talk about on here is for the new person. And what we're trying to say is to jog your memory of why it's such a good decision for you to become a founder and what's in store for you. Now, some of the things, I was listening to a radio program this morning very early because I work early. And it was on about how people are living in so much debt. And it got me thinking about something. Now, some of you know I do sort of updates every now and again, and I make videos on my YouTube channel. I'm doing one tomorrow. And it's going to be headed, borrowing money does not solve the problem. And the reality in the UK is everyone's broke. And I mean everyone. I don't care if you're on here making 100 grand a year, you're broke. And I know you're broke because you're spending 106,000 a year and you've got no time off. You're not necessarily broke for money. You're functioning, doing stuff. But if I asked you what would you want, it's freedom. You haven't got your time freedom. You run your company, you run your business. You can't close your shop, you can't close your factory, and you can't even go on holiday because, you know, you're so successful you can't come away from the business. And at the other end of the spectrum, you're people like us and that have got jobs. And we're reliant on our jobs. And there was a number that Andy mentioned, and it was a low number of 200 and something people in your business within a year. And it would pay something in the region of $1,900. Well, that's about 1,600 or 1,700 pounds. And Andy said, oh, you know, a lot of pensions don't pay that. Guess what? A lot of salaries don't pay that. The reality is a lot of people are not taking home £1,700 a month, and they're working 40, 50 plus hours for that because they're on minimum wage or they're on 0-hour contracts. So because they're in such a mess, what do they go do? They go and speak to their family and friends to borrow money because they think borrowing money is the solution. And you know what? It isn't. What? Do you know how I know? Because I'm talking from personal experience. I used to think in the old days, borrow some money, I'll get out of this problem, because all of us have got a £3,000 to £5,000 problem. We all have. And we think if we can just get that money, we'll pay that off, we'll be okay again. But what we forget is we've got to pay that money back out of the little bit of income that we're trying to struggle on now. And then what happens? You don't pay the money back. And then your family get upset with you. They lose credibility with you or your friends. And then you think, well, okay, I've paid that problem off. It's increased my my point scoring. The bank won't lend me money, but I can get a credit card and one of those high interest things that charge you 39%. So now they don't borrow money from the friends anymore because they won't lend it to them, so they can do better. So they go and borrow off the credit card at 39%. But now the friends and family think they're doing okay because they've given this false illusion of things are better. Does that make any sense? Is anyone nodding with me here? Well, you know, and because they go, oh, well, I'm not borrowing off you anymore, but, you know, did you notice I got a newer car? Did you notice we're okay? I've got new clothes, this and that. It's all on the credit card. And then they've now got to pay the credit card back. So the thing is, are they more loyal to paying the credit card company back than they were the family and friends that lent them money? Who knows? But the thing is, what they're not doing is solving the problem. And I get people saying to me, yeah, Paul, but if I had more money, I'd start my own business. Do you know what? You don't need money. And they go, well, of course I need money. So no, you don't. You need a contact. And the contact you've actually got here tonight, the person that's invited you into ONPASSIVE is the contact. And one of the videos I made a while ago on YouTube, I said, if you've got a contact, that equals a contract. If you've got a good contact and they think something of you and they can see that this is for you, you're going to sign. You're going to sign that contract. You're going to become a founder, because borrowing money, getting credit cards, anything else you're going to do, it never, ever solves the problem. It just makes it worse, because all you really need, as my mentor Jim Rohn used to say, was a better income. So by becoming an ONPASSIVE founder for £75, as Red said, you know, you can even stop thinking about borrowing money in the future or getting credit cards and things like that, because the money here that you're going to earn is going to be quite substantial. And then I've had people saying to me, yeah, but I haven't got the £75. Now, here in the UK, you can do what's commonly known as a car boot sale. We did one about 3 weeks ago because we're looking to move to a bigger house in the new year. I wonder why, but we're moving. So we want to get rid of all this rubbish. And we had no end of CDs, DVDs, videos I hadn't watched anymore, different things we never use anymore. And we went to a car boot sale. We didn't think it was going to be that busy. And to me, we had a lot of rubbish. Do you know how much we took on that Sunday morning? £172. Now, getting rid of rubbish, as you would call it in America, a yard sale, garage sale. Now, out of £172, could you afford £75 to buy yourself a secure business that will totally change your life and you would never need to worry about money again? Absolutely. And if you're worried about doing a car boot sale, I haven't got a car. There's always an excuse, people, but okay, then advertise it free on Marketplace on Facebook. You know, Facebook's got to be good for something. It's not good for much, but it's good for making some sales and get it that way. But if all you ever did was to secure your position, because all you need, if you're already a founder, you found him, you've got a contact. That's called your sponsor, the person that introduced you. If you're here as a guest tonight, you're here because you're invited by someone who wants you to do better and knows you can do better. So it doesn't matter if you're on 15,000 a year or you're on 110,000 a year listening to me. I can assure you this is, as Colin said and everyone else said, this is an absolute all-round solution for you to give your time freedom back, your financial freedom back, and a respect back from a lot of people that have probably lost it with you over the years through general living, you know, and all the stresses that go with it. So this is a real good stress-free business, and I encourage you. We're all here to help you. And I think I've looked at a lot of webinars around the world on ONPASSIVE. We are so lucky to have Redfern do ours, because I don't think there's anyone puts it across better. I couldn't do it, and I've been doing this thing for 40 years, but I couldn't do the way Red does it. It's just perfect. So you've got a chance to, this is recorded today. Anyone that you're new and you couldn't invite anybody here, you can send this recording to them tomorrow and say, look, I've got something quite special for you. I'd like you to just have a look at this. It explains it better than I could. And 2020 is going to be just absolutely brilliant for you. And then get them back here next week so Red can do his magic again for that. But thanks for your time, and I just hope some of that resonates, because that's how real people are living in the real world. And it's not the best way to live your life, you know. So there's better ways of doing it, and it's called ONPASSIVE. Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate that.
Well, okay. Who wants to follow that? Come on, any takers?
we got Parky. Parky's in. I've seen Parky in the house. Come on, Parky.
Neil's here. Yeah, we'll have Neil Parkins. He's one of the UK and Ireland leaders. And
thanks, guys. No, thanks, Paul. I mean, I totally agree with what Paul said, and it is a fine balance between someone that's earning 100 grand a year and someone that's earning, as Andy said, 1,700 a month. And it won't take much in this business to eventually get up to 15, 16, 17 a month. And then you're looking at the end of the month, you're looking at double what you had. And if you can double your ONPASSIVE earnings, you can then look at actually backing off from what was your job, and you still double the amount of money that you had in the first place. So a lot of people in opportunities will talk about riches and earning lots of money. It doesn't take a lot to change somebody's lifestyle. There's no doubt about that. I mean, I'm interested in listening to Collins before about the products, and Collins is an IT guy. My wife's the same. She's into IT and communications. I'm like Andy. I'm not techie at all. In a couple of weeks' time, I'll have been in ONPASSIVE for 3 years. And what really intrigued me in the early days was the fact that everything was done through AI, targeted traffic. It was quite intriguing that here was a business where I didn't have to go out and get my own customers, which is a big thing for a lot of people. I mean, You guys, if you're a guest or you're new or you're looking at this for the first time, and you have a history in perhaps different types of businesses, you know how easy or how difficult you have found it to go out and get customers. And it's not just that, it's prospecting the customers, it's advertising, it's closing the deal, any upselling that needs doing, the customer support. Everything is done, as you found out from Red's presentation there, everything is done for you. And that's it's a massive leveler. Some of you might not even think in the past that you've had the right skill set. Yes, companies have shut down or owners have run off with the money and things haven't gone very, very well. But there's also companies out there where you maybe have given it a try and it's not been for you. You've either not got the personality for it or the temperament. All that goes out of the window here. And it is a massive leveler. When people say, it's easy for us to say, me, Paul, Andy and Peter and Red, to say, well, ONPASSIVE is different from all the other businesses like that. Well, it is. It is, because the automated done for you is the key thing. You know, even, I mean, the products are probably lost on me. I probably won't appreciate how good they really are, because that's not my background. But you can start off by saying, well, listen, you know, what's the risk here? What's the reward? Do I need to see the whole staircase to be able to take the first step? Why not get in now? It doesn't matter whether you think you should have joined 6 months ago, 9 months ago, 6 weeks ago. There will be people joining this business right up until launch, and they'll look back in 12 months' time, in 18 months' time, in 2 years' time. They'll look back and say, maybe there's a little bit of fate involved there, a little bit of timing that I went on to that webinar when I did, that somebody actually asked me, who's been absolutely badgering me for weeks to go on it, and I couldn't be bothered. I'm glad I did. And that's the thing. So it's all about lots of things you don't realize happen in life. You don't realize why they've happened or how they've happened until a couple of years down the line. So I agree with these guys. You know, I think you've got to look at this. I mean, Paul's quite right. The good thing in the old days when we used to go to meetings and what have you, in the hotels, you came away and you made notes. And if you didn't make notes, you forgot what you were told. Here we've got the advantage of listening to the recording. Tomorrow morning, you can listen to it 2, 3, 4 times, and you'll pick things up that you maybe missed tonight. And that's a good thing. So yeah, for £75, $97, it's absolutely worth it. Thanks very much, Peter.
You're muted, Peter.
Sorry. Yeah, I said, who wants to follow that after Neil? It just gets better and better. We've got some really fantastic speakers on tonight. I'm going to, Paddy, do you want to say a few words? If nobody else wants to say anything, then what we'll do is we'll close it down. Oh, we've got Patience actually as well. She's got her hand up. Go after Paddy, we'll have Patience. And then if anybody else wants to speak, and then
hello.
Hang on, Patience.
I'll go ahead, Patience. Ladies first.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, yeah, sorry. No, just the first time for me to attend this webinar. Wow, 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 wow. You guys have great presenters. If anybody is here as a guest today, I will just split with them. Please jump in. I did, and I learned on the journey, and I've learned a lot. And now I'm like, wow, wow. I'm really surprised that God bless the CEO to give us an opportunity with such little investment. It's just a wow. I joined in and I've learned. I attend webinars. This is the first time I'm attending your webinar because it's bang on my work video day, but today I took some time off because I really wanted to join Andy, Peter, and the rest. And I want to tell anybody as a guest today that jump with a leap of faith, learn, and you'll be sharing as we are sharing, because we don't want to be the only one that is working in our neighborhood and did not share with our neighbors and family. Share, 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 share. Great opportunity. God bless the CEO. God bless all the leaders on this platform for sharing and taking your time to educate everybody. I just wanted to add my voice. Thank you.
Thank you, Patience. Thank you. That's great. Thank you. Patrick?
Yeah, picking up from what Paul and Neil were on about, I'm talking to people every day on all different walks of life that work in all different types of employment. And honestly, it's heartbreaking when you hear the stories of how bad things have become. And they're all looking a way out, you know what I mean? And what are they doing? It's funny because they're going to a shop and they're buying lottery tickets. And like, you have more chance of a leprechaun landing on my shoulder at the minute, you know what I mean? I don't understand why people they're desperate, but they don't look in the right places. And as Neil said, I think there is a bit of luck involved too. It's been in the right place at the right time. Like, I have been looking for ONPASSIVE for God knows how long. And only for my sponsor, I probably would never have found it. And I've been involved in businesses online. I was paying $300 or $400 a month, every month. Then they were looking more, and they were looking more, and it was never ending, and it destroyed me. And I lost a lot of money, a hell of a lot of money, as did a lot of these guys here. But people are so desperate, especially now more than ever. And when you see that, you know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel with ONPASSIVE. And something that Colin said, we all know how good ONPASSIVE is, those of us that are founders. But if you sit down and proper study it, properly think about it, it just blows you away. You can't get your head around it, really. It's that massive. Like 4.5, 4.6 billion people that use the internet. And every one of them, I believe, every one of them will use ONPASSIVE. Maybe not right away, of course, but they will eventually, over time. They will all use ONPASSIVE. Like, if people's willing to stand for 2 weeks outside a Apple shop waiting on the new latest phone in the rain, for a phone that's upgraded to what? Maybe a little bit of a better camera or something. What are they not going to do with ONPASSIVE with 50 plus products? They will go crazy for this. And we're founders. It's us the benefit, you know what I mean? It's just, it's totally mind-boggling to me. So it is. It's totally mind-boggling. And for any guests here or any new founders listen, welcome, and you've made the right decision, the best decision of your life, actually. For guests, get back to those people that invited you here and get into this. Now, get on and don't waste a moment longer. Pete, thank you.
Thank you, Paddy. Excellent. Well spoken. As I said, we've had some fantastic, great speakers on tonight. I don't know if anybody else wants to speak. If not, we're going to wrap it up now. We've gone over the hour. I'm going to put my email in the chat. If you want a copy of the webinar, please take the email and send me an email and I'll send it to you. Just do that now. I'll pass it over to Andy. Andy, if you want to close it off.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We've seen some familiar faces and some not so familiar faces. If you've missed anything, either get back to the person that introduced you to this evening so that you can get a copy of this, or as Peter has said, please send an email to rogers.peter6@sky.com. He will send you a copy of this. And then, as I said, please get back to the person that introduced you. You will get an invite link from them and they will be able to help you through the system. And welcome to the family.
Thank you. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. We've got a lot coming ahead with the UK. and Ireland, and so we'd like you to come and join us, and we'll take it from there. Thank you. We'll see you again. Bye all.
Bye.
Bye, folks.
Bye folks.
Bye.
Thank you. Thank you.